Hi, welcome to Hello MedStat. In this video, I'm going to talk about the overarching rules of building clinical prediction models. The content is based on the book Clinical Prediction Models by Professor Steyerberg. Professor Steyerberg has proposed a comprehensive checklist of clinical prediction modeling. I have created a combination of the checklist with our pyramid of doing research. In this research setting, the first and most important step is that why does the prediction matter? If it is intended to be used in clinical settings, we should consider at which point it will influence the decision making, and therefore what disciplines it involves. And do we have the reliable measurements for the outcome and predictors? Pay attention, the outcome and the predictors are on the application level as opposed to quote-unquote the results and variables in the research paper. After comprehensively thinking through research question, intended application, outcome and predictors, you will probably come up with the initial hypothesis. Then it is time to choose a type of study to test the hypothesis. Are you looking for associations or establishing causal effects? Subsequently, you will need to decide with a statistical model, which is appropriate for research question and the type of outcome, and roughly calculate the sample size to see if it's feasible to conduct the research. If all the above have been rigorously discussed and agreed upon, you can now come up with a detailed and thorough protocol. But there is no guarantee of the success of research, which I think is the nature of doing any research. The only thing we could do is to minimize the potential mistakes. The way to do this is to follow scientific routines. Regarding the specific techniques, Professor Steyerberg also proposed 7 modeling steps. At this stage, each step requires specific tools. For example, the first step is data inspection. It includes dealing with missing values and data cleaning. Then you will need to consider how to code continuous and categorical predictors, how to choose the variables to ensure the best feasibility and model effectiveness. Thirdly, how do you reflect the predictors and outcomes and the assumptions between them? If you have previously chosen a machine learning methodology, chances are the model will be more data-driven, which means it automatically learns from the data. Whereas statistical traditional analysis will use more assumptions to pre-specify the model. Fourthly, once a model is specified, we will estimate its parameters. Naturally, the fifth step is to assess the quality of the model, that is to say, whether the model is useful. There are also some techniques to quantify the usefulness. The sixth step is to consider the validity of the model for new patients, which is the purpose of building a model in the first place. Also, there are statistical techniques to evaluate internal and external validity, and to reduce the overfitting. The final step could easily be ignored, which is the presentation of the model. A good model presentation will bring easier model application. Each of these rules and steps will be discussed in details in an easy-to-understand way in the future. Please follow our channel. And if you have any comments or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for your attention.